Okay, that didn't even count for a warm-up. All right, we're gonna try this again. Good evening. Good evening. I don't know, I didn't hear from the fire department over there. Can you guys hear me? Okay. That's the Sugarloaf Fire Department cooking up dinner for anyone who feels a little hungry. And they've also got chips and soda, and over here we've got ice cream, soda, popcorn, and water. We don't want you to be hungry. You know, we want you to be, fill up on the sugar and then sing along. So, welcome to On the Lawn, and again, another great night. How many people got scared by that shower? Yeah, we did too. I used a lot of bad words, and it went away. Okay, you know, we have to always thank our sponsors. We're going to thank Sugarloaf Guild again tonight because, you know, they bring you the lovely village of Sugarloaf and the greatest shopping in the world. And, oh, I don't know, Brookside Dentistry and Lacey and Stage Lighting, who's responsible for everything technical that you see here and here. Middletown Medical, Brookside, I've got all the same names on both sides of the card. That hardly counts, doesn't it? Yesterday's down in Warwick and the ye old Warwick bookstore. Has anybody gone in there and said thank you? Give them some feedback, guys. We're going to need their money again next year. The Firehouse is doing hot dogs, hamburgers with sauerkraut, and tonight's special is sausage and peppers. So make sure you get that before they run out. And let's see, I don't have a lot of announcements. Recycling, we have 3 recycling stations, one directly behind the light tower, one over here by the ice cream, and one over there by the firemen. Please try to separate the trash and the recycling, since we give all these bottles to the Sugarloaf Methodist Church for their benefit, and they have to clean all the garbage out, and I don't like that. But, you know, still, make sure you recycle. That's the important thing. Stay out of the stream and off the tracks. The stream is dead and the tracks are live. And so, you know, we're trying to keep everybody happy and living, so please don't play on the tracks. Anybody who needs a hearing impaired system, if you can't hear because there's too much background noise, etc., they are on loan for free over by the ice cream. Oh, we do good stuff. If you guys could have half as much fun tonight as I just had in the last 5 minutes with these guys, we are in good shape. Okay. And next week we have Alyssa Jones Band and an opening act of the Wire Choir, which is young people playing anything with strings. It should be really, really super. So that is all I'm going to say. I'm now going to turn you over to John Stein and start the Pete Seeger Hootenanny.
Thank you, Susan. And thank you, Richard and Tom, for running sound, and thank you all for coming. This is going to be a great night. Very quickly, a few words. We're all up here because we all sang with Pete Seeger. We were all friends with Pete in some way, one way or another. And we all have stories to tell, but we're not going to tell them during the show. We're going to sing songs. However, there will be a short intermission, so you could buy their CDs, and during the intermission, you could find out all about their stories. This is a singing concert, so that's what we're going to be doing, singing songs. And the rule, of course, is if Pete were here, he'd say, sing along! This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that river highway, I saw
the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts, and all around me her voice was sounding. What sound? This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
And I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving, and the dust clouds rolling. As the fog was lifting, a voice was chanting, this land is made for you and me.
This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Keep working just as hard as you're able, just to get crumbs from some banker's table. And you've been wondering, is it fact or fable? Is this land really made for you and me? Well, it is.
This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Stop me as I walk down that freedom highway. Nobody living can make me turn back. This land was made for you and me.
New York is my state, New York is your state. From the upland mountains to the ocean foam, there's all kinds of people. Yes, where olive grows. New York was made to be crack free.
This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
One bright Sunday morning, in the shadow of a steeple by the relief office, I saw my people, and some were wondering as others were stumbling. But this land was made for you and me.
This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
So we're going to be doing this thing like a regular hootenanny. We'll be going down the line, each of us singing a couple of songs. I'm going to do one now, then Loretta, and Gary, and then Paul Kaplan and R.J. Storm, Pat LaManna, and Rick, and then Rick and Donna Nestler, Kim and Reggie Harris. You'll get the picture. But really, the whole point of this thing is to have fun. And once again, in those iconic words of Pete Seeger, sing along. When we look and we see things are not what they should be, God's counting on me. God's counting on you. When we look and we see things are not what they should be, God's counting on me. God's counting on you. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through, me and you. And when drill, baby drill, turns to spill, baby spill, God's counting on me. God's counting on you. And when drill, baby drill, turns to spill, baby spill, God's counting on me. God's counting on you. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through, me and you. When there's big problems to be solved, let's get everyone involved. God's counting on me. God's counting on you. When there's big problems to be solved, let's get everyone involved. God's counting on me. God's counting on you. Hoping we'll all pull through. 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 Me and RJ, take a rest. Together we all can win. God's counting on me. God's counting on you. Don't give up, don't give in. Working together we all can win. God's counting on me. God's counting on you. Sing with us. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll do now and me will affect eternity. God's counting on me. God's counting on you. What we do now and me will affect eternity. God's counting on me. God's counting on you. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll me and you. Gary Hagan. And when we work with younger folk, we can never give up hope. God's counting on me. God's counting on you. When we work with younger folk, we can never give up hope. God's counting on me. God's counting on you. Your turn. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through. Me and you. Rick. and Gary Hagan.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for coming out to turn into a beautiful night. All right, well, this one I think everyone knows, so please sing along. Wonderful Paul Kaplan, right there on the end. All right, Paul.
Yeah!
I'm going to squeeze in two songs here. This first one is 1 minute long. It was written by Millard Lampell, who, along with Pete Seeger, founded the Almanac Singers in the early 1940s. Pete sang this song on one of their records. I'll sing you a song, it's not very long. It's about a young man who never did wrong. Suddenly he died one day, the reason why no one could say. He was tall and long and his arms were strong, and this is the strange part of my song. He was always well from foot to head, and then one day they found him dead. They found him dead, so I've been told, and his eyes were closed and his heart was cold. Only one clue to why he died, a bayonet sticking in his side. That's it. That's a real downer, so we'll do one that you might be able to sing along with if you speak a couple words of Spanish. This is called Guantanamera. Woman of Guantanamo. Guantanamera, Guajira. sincero, de donde crece la palma. Yo soy un hombre sincero, de donde crece la palma. Antes de morir me quiero echar mis besos del alma. Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera. Mi beso es de un verde claro y de un carmín encendido. Mi verso es de un verde claro y de un carmín encendido. Mi verso es un ciervo herido que busca en el monte amado. Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera. Con los pobres de la tierra quiero yo mi suerte echar. Con los pobres de la tierra quiero yo mi suerte echar. El arroyo de la sierra me complace más que el mar. Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera. Otra vez, Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera. Thank you very much. See me later for the translation. Next we have, and you guys be right here, right?
I'm gonna be right here.
We have Mr. R.J. Storm from 9 Robin Lake, New York.
Nice.
And, and he's a very important part of R.J. Storm and Old School Bluegrass Band. Give him a nice hand, okay?
Where is everyone? I gotta get all our friends here. Great little old tune. If y'all remember Pete's record album in that, what was that? What was it, 1963? Had that historic album right before he left on his world tour. You guys, Now if you miss me at the back of the bus, you can't find me nowhere. Oh, come on over to the front of the bus. I'll be riding up there. I'll be riding up there. I'll be riding up there. Oh, come on over to the front of the bus. I'll be riding up there. If you miss me on the picket lines, you can't find me nowhere. Oh, come on over to the city jail. I'll be roaming over there. I'll be roaming over there. I'll be roaming over there. Oh, come on over to the city jail. I'll be roaming over there. If you miss me in the Mississippi River, you can't find me nowhere. Oh, come on over to the swimming pool. I'll be swimming over there. I'll be swimming over there. I'll be swimming over there. Oh, come on over to the swimming pool. I'll be swimming over there. If you miss me in the cotton fields, you can't find me nowhere. Oh, come on over to the courthouse, 'cause I'll be voting right there. I'll be voting right there. I'll be voting right there. Oh, come on over to the courthouse. I'll be voting right there. If you miss me at the back of the bus, you can't find me nowhere. Oh, friends, if you all read the flyers, you've probably found the word, if you read the Facebook flyers, you probably found the word participatory. This is a participatory concert, so you have to sing. So here's a nice little tune called the New Hamburg Clockback song. And I was a young sloop singer. I didn't play very well. I didn't do much of anything very well, but some great patient people took me under their wing. And I remember Pete wrote this great song about a little railroad station in New Hamburg. And he wrote it and he threw it out. And then he pulled it out of the garbage, and I guess his family told him, you know, it's not bad, Pop. Why don't you take it down? And so that's a story I got. And it's real nice tune. Now all you have to do is go hooray. Can you all say hooray? Hooray! 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 We turn the clock back in just one more little way. Hooray! Hooray! We turn the clock back. Now that's progress for today. Hooray! Hooray! We turn the clock back. It's a little more hope. Now that's a fact. When the nuclear maniacs get the sack, that'll be a clock back day. Hooray! That'll be a progress day. There's a railroad station in New Hamburg. Now they closed it years ago. The railroad bosses said it's uneconomic, added to the railroad's woes. But the folks in town, they didn't give up. Now they passed that petition around. Well, you know it's open again. We can take a train to town. Hooray, hooray, we turn the clock back in just one more little way. Hooray, hooray, we turn the clock back. Now that's progress for today. Hooray, we turn the clock back. It's a little more hope, now that's a fact. When the nuclear maniacs get the sack, that'll be a clock back day. Hooray, that'll be a progress day. Now New Hamburg's about 200 souls by the river by Wappingers Falls. Thank God they didn't believe that line that you can't fight City Hall. So here's to the folks who didn't give up, now who passed that petition around. Who knows with a spirit like that, we can have progress the world around. Hooray, hooray, we turn the clock back in just one more little way. Hooray, hooray, we turn the clock back. Now that's progress for today. Hooray, hooray, we turn the clock back. It's a little more hope, now that's a fact. When the nuclear maniacs get the sack, that'll be a clock back day. Hooray, that'll be a progress day. Now look out the window, there's old Mama Hudson rolling on down to the sea. And no matter what shape, size, color you are, she's got a message for you and me. We ought to quit being petroleum junkies to get on the track again. The locomotive of history is the people when we sing out loud and play. Hooray, hooray, we turn the clock back just one more little way. Hooray, hooray, we turn the clock back. Now that's progress for today. Hooray, hooray, we turn the clock back. A little more hope, now that's a fact. When the nuclear maniacs get the sack, that'll be a clock back day. Hooray, that'll be a progress day today. That'll be a clock back day. Gives me great pleasure to introduce two great friends. You can find them at the Beacon Sloop Club and other places. Please look them up on Facebook. Here they are live, Rick Onneman and Pat LaManna.
Well, I wrote this first song about 5 years ago. So just keep that in mind as I'm singing it, okay? And there is a part for you, and you'll get it, because I'm going to yell repeat, and then you're going to repeat what I just sang. I heard the news the other day, and it took me by surprise. They said Barack Obama had won the Nobel Prize, but isn't this the very same man who sent more troops to Afghanistan and threatened to invade Iran and tortured prisoners in Bagram? Well, all that I can say is it should have been Pete. It should have been Pete. Getting that call from Oslo. It should have been Pete. Repeat. It should have been Pete. It should have been Pete. Get it should have been Pete. You're gonna have to do better on that the next verse. Well, I was so happy on that night when he won the election. But that was just a year ago, and what has he done since then? Well, please don't think me coarse or rude, but isn't this the very same dude who watched while Palestine got screwed and Bush's black sites continued? Now all that I can say is, it should have been Pete. It should have been Pete. Getting that call from Oslo. It should have been Pete. Repeat, it should have been Pete. It should have been Pete. Can't hear ya. Getting that call from Oslo. It should have been Pete. Well, I'm willing to keep an open mind. Someday he may deserve this. But why not give it to a guy with 90 years of service, who taught the whole wide world to sing my Rainbow Race and Dr. King, and sailing up my dirty stream each time I hear that banjo ring? All that I can say is, it should have been Pete. It should have been Pete. Getting that call from Oslo. It should have been Pete. Repeat, it should have been Pete. It should have been Pete. Getting that call from Oslo. It should have been Pete. Well, what's past is past, what's done is done. There is no turning back. But now we know what we must do. Put pressure on Barack. With letters, phone calls, emails, tweets, and demonstrations in the streets, we'll take a lesson learned from Pete, build victory out of defeat, so we won't have to say. What won't we have to say? It should have been Pete. It should have been Pete. Getting that call from Oslo. It should have been Pete. Last time, it should have been Pete. It should have been Pete. Getting that call from Oslo. It should have been Pete. I sang that for Pete. He hates songs about himself. He always hated to hear songs about himself, but somebody insisted I sing it for him, and afterwards he said, I have to admit, it's a pretty good song. So here's another song I wrote that Pete thought was a pretty good song, good enough to put on his Storm King album. It's about a woman named Peace Pilgrim. Ask me about Peace Pilgrim at the break, or go on your cell phones and look for peacepilgrim.org. You'll learn more about her. But these are her actual words. This was a real woman, roamed across the United States, talking about peace. Her name was Peace Pilgrim, her age was unknown. She carried no money and she had no home. She walked our land for 28 years to show us we can overcome our hatred and our fears. She said, I will walk until I'm given shelter. I will fast until I'm given bread. I will remain a wanderer until mankind has learned the way of peace. Her message was simple, it's all been said before. We cannot learn peace while we're waging war. Good will conquer evil, truth will conquer lies, love will conquer hatred, if only we will try. She said, I will walk until I'm given shelter. I will fast until I'm given bread. I will remain a wanderer until mankind slept on pillows and some nights she slept on stones. One day out on the highway she shed her robe of clay, but the message that she carried still lives on in us today. She said, I will walk until I'm given shelter. I will fast until I'm given bread. I will remain a wanderer until mankind has learned the way of peace. The place to begin is deep within yourself. Then you can show the way to someone else. When enough of us have learned to live in harmony, the old ways will crumble and our love will set us free. She said, I will walk until I'm given shelter. I will fast until I'm given bread. I will remain a wanderer until mankind has learned the way of peace. That's RJ on the banjo, Rick Onneman on guitar and flute. As we stand here at this vigil, in sun and rain and snow, we remember Peace Pilgrim and her words of long ago. Though her spirit flew to freedom in 1981, she's standing here among us as our prayers for peace are sung. She said, I will walk until I'm given shelter. I will fast until I'm given bread. I will remain a wanderer until mankind has learned the way of peace. As we gather here together to try and right the wrongs, we think of Pete Seeger and the power of his songs, his courage and his wisdom, his kind and humble grace. Now he's walking with Peace Pilgrim, leaving us to take his place. She said, I will walk until I'm given shelter. I will fast until I'm given bread. I will remain a wanderer until mankind has learned the way of peace. I will remain a wanderer until mankind has learned the way of peace. Thank you. Now it's my great pleasure to introduce two dear friends and terrific performers, Rick and Donna Nessler.
Let's see, can I sing through my forehead? No. Sorry, dear. Snap, crackle, and pop, honey. Snap, crackle, and pop. Woo! Hello. And banjo ukuleles. dedicate this one to a good friend who's in the audience who continuously complains about getting old. How do I know my youth is all spent? My get up and go has got up and went. In spite of it all, I'm able to grin when I think of the places my get up has been. Old age is golden, so I've heard said, but sometimes I wonder as I crawl into bed with my ears in a drawer, my teeth in a cup, my eyes on the table until I wake up. As sleep dims my vision, I say to myself, is there anything else I should lay on the shelf? Though nations are warring and business is vexed, I'll still stick around to see what happens next. Come on, join in, Dick. How do I know my youth is all spent? My get up and go has got up and went. In spite of it all, I'm able to grin when I think of the places my get up has been. I wake up each morning, dust off my wits, open the paper and read the obits. If I'm not there, I know I'm not dead, so I eat a good breakfast and I go back to bed. How do I know my youth is all spent? My get up and go has got up and went. In spite of it all, I'm able to grin when I think of the places my get up has been. When I was young, my slippers were red. I could kick up my heels right over my head. When I was older, my slippers were blue, but still I could dance the whole night through. Now I am old, my slippers are black. I huff to the store and I puff my way back. But never you laugh, I don't mind at all. I'd rather be huffing than not puff at all. How do I know my youth is all spent? My get up and go has got up and went. In spite of it all, I'm able to grin when I think of the places my get up has been. That's for you, Dick Manley.
Well, if anybody's thinking about writing the last will and testament, I think this is a good one. Just copy it. Well, may the world go, the world go, the world go. Well, may the world go when I'm far away. Yes, well, may the world go, the world go, the world go. Well, may the world go when I'm far away. Well, may the skiers turn, the swimmers churn, the lovers burn. Peace may the generals learn when I'm gone away. Well, may the world go, the world go, the world go. Well, may the world go when I'm far away. Yes, well, may the world go, the world go, the world go. Well, may the world go when I'm far away. Sweet may the fiddle sound, the banjo play the old hoedown, dancers swinging round and round when I'm gone away. Well, may the world go, the world go, the world go. Well, may the world go when I'm far away. Well, may the world go, the world go, the world go. Well, may the world go when I'm far away. Long may the grasses grow, clean may the streams flow, blue above and green below when I'm far away. Well, may the world go, the world go, the world go. Well, may the world go when I'm far away. Yes, well, may the world go, the world go, the world go. Well, may the world go when I'm far away. Sweet sing the nightingale, long may clear water sail, long may old Peter wail when I'm gone away. Well, may the world go, the world go, the world go. Well, you. At this point in time, I'd like to bring right up here to the front mics a couple of friends of mine. We've sailed together, we've sung together, we've had a lot of fun together. Kim and Reggie Harris.
Are you having a good time tonight? Yeah! We sure are, just having fun singing. And also, if you want to take some of the music home, all of these wonderful artists do have CDs. So during the break and after the concert, the CDs are right over there with the popcorn. So yeah, so check them out. Here's a song that Reggie wrote in honor of Pete and Toshi Seeger.
News came over the air tonight. Pete Seeger went sailing today. Set out on the Hudson about 9 o'clock, searching for new songs to play. Passed by Bear Mountain, making great time as the water slapped hard on the bow. At Storm King, he turned that boat into the wind, set the old Woody G on the prow. Now he's high over the Hudson, sails headed for home. Hard on the breeze as it cuts through the trees. Pete, you're not sailing alone. You're high over the Hudson. You got one hell of a view. Now your battles are won, a new journey's begun. Pete, we're singing with you.
Of time and rivers flowing, the seasons make a song, and we who sit beside her still try to sing along.
Troubadour's life has its ups and its downs. Of that there's so much that's been said. Pete spoke out for justice year after year, a leader who actually led. He sang out for freedom, he sang out for peace. He taught through the power of song. Ahead of his time in all seasons of life, he kept us all singing along. Now he's high over the Hudson, sails headed for home. Hard on the breeze as it cuts through the trees. Pete, you're not sailing alone. You're high over the Hudson. You still got one hell of a view. Now your battles are won, a new journey's begun. Pete, we're singing with you.
So many homeless sailors, so many winds that blow. I asked the half-blind scholars which way the current flows.
Odetta and Mary say, welcome, good friend. And Woody and Faith both agree that you lived your passion for 94 years, and you lived it with integrity. Now we as your children and we as your friends must take up your mission of song. As Toshi yells out with a smile on her lips, hey Peter, what took you so long? And now he's high over the Hudson, sails headed for home. Hard on the
breeze as it cuts through the trees. Heed you're not still alone. No, you're high over the sand. You still got one hell of a view. Now your battles are won, a new journey's begun. Heed, we're singing with you.
Set of this Hootenanny tribute to Pete Seeger with Kim and Reggie Harris. And in no small way, I bet Pete Seeger touched all of your lives in some way as he did ours. One particular person that I'd like to thank for bringing these photos of Pete Seeger, Bridget. Stand up, Bridget, over there in the little pink dress, who brought these pictures of Pete Seeger and never missed a concert. Thank Bridget for bringing these pictures of Pete Seeger. We're going to take a very short break. You could talk to the artists about their stories, but it's a short break, so we have a lot more singing to do. Thank everyone. Wonderful, wonderful. We'll be back in a few minutes.